Hello Leo, and welcome to your June 2020 monthly reading. I am Victoria with Aligned Soul Tarot, and it is with great pleasure that I bring you this general reading. Again, these are general readings, so if the story does not fit, don't make it fit, right? Just know that these are time stamped for June, but it doesn't necessarily have to be for June. Let the messages come to you when they come to you. Allow it to resonate. If it doesn't resonate, let it fall. I could be picking up on past energies, future energies, especially with this Venus retrograde energy buzzing around, as well as all the other retrograde planets, right? There's a lot of past stuff coming up. So just know that during this time and still running into June, we're going to be feeling a lot of past stuff. That could be deep-seated wounds, just coming up for healing, confidence, self-imagery, friendships is big for you, Leo, because this Venus retrograde was highlighting your 11th house. So we're going into June still feeling that energy. And if you want to dive a bit deeper, you can check out your Venus retrograde reading on my page. And I am suggesting all my viewers check out their birth chart. If you want to get a little bit deeper, if the story doesn't resonate, check out your rising, your moon, and your Venus placements. Okay? So with that said, let's kind of dive into your June reading. And again, if you want to go deeper with me, all my information is in the description box below for a private reading. And for the rest of May, I have 20% off. So hooray, right? All right, so let's see here. In the pre-shuffle, we did get some cards for you. There's the theme of forgiveness. Forgiveness. Not always easy, right? But once you accomplish this in your life, it is so rewarding. No more of that burden, right? The anger. Forgiveness releases the past. It heals the pain so that you are free to dance and love again, right? Don't we all want to be free, right? We don't want to be held down. And I know with this time, past stuff might be coming up and you might not have closure. There might not be lines of communication, or if communication is there, maybe it's very vague. Just know that sometimes we have to learn how to forgive without actually physically having that closure. And that can be really hard, right? But just know that there is a time and a place, right, for that. And it may not be presently, just knowing and trusting that you're held, and learning how to forgive yourself first and foremost, right? And whatever timelines that your life may be heading towards, what's going to get you to a positive outcome is learning how to forgive, right? Because when you stay stuck in bitterness, anger, resentment, the blame game, it's hard to move forward, right, on your timeline. And although there are many unknowns right now, given this global situation that we are in, what it's teaching us is that we have to let go of control, holding on to restrictions, dreaming, of course, exploring what our intuition is telling us, but knowing that there are still many unknowns into the future timelines ahead. Forgiving whatever comes up, right? Even if you do get angry, bitter, resentful, letting that come up and forgiving it, understanding that you are human, right? But this is taking a deep sense of thought for you. The thought card is coming up here. Lots of thinking, lots of assessing, and this is definitely like Gemini energy. We had the new moon in Gemini, Venus retrograde in Gemini, and now we're in Gemini season into June here. So lots of thinking, okay? Not surprised that this thought card is coming up. Lots of analyzing, dissecting, investigating, research. Those are big themes for Gemini. So you might actually have air or Gemini in your chart. But if not, just know that that's kind of what's buzzing around in the collective. Expressing yourself through communication. If you can't necessarily communicate with someone from your past or present, there's maybe some restrictions around communication. Finding ways to communicate just by getting it out, releasing, forgiving, writing it down. And here with the timeline card, actually, I am seeing the holiday card that's connecting. So maybe the specific timeline that you're entering towards, maybe there will be some forgiveness or closure around the holiday season, winter time. I'm specifically getting with this card. And in the pre-shuffle, I saw the winter card. So I am sensing that winter is going to be a big month for you. Around a holiday, Christmas, I'm getting. There will be this kind of sense of closure, completion, forgiveness. So that's one thing I'm seeing here. The hero card, I really got being your own hero, right? In this time, being resilient, standing up for yourself, no longer being codependent in relationships, being your own hero is what I'm getting for you, Leo. And here we are going to read into this card hereafter. This is water energy. You might be dealing with a water sign, or you might just have it in your chart. This is the 4 of water, okay? And it comes up in reverse. And we will read this at the end and see how this ties together with the thought card, okay? It did come up in reverse. So when I saw this when it first came up, this man is looking in the mirror. So like, taking a big, hard look in the mirror. Like, who am I? What am I doing? You know, really looking at your reflection and what comes back at you. All the good and the bad, the ugly, all of it. Taking a deep, hard look at yourself and how far you've come, right? And forgiving all aspects of that and no longer holding guilt, resentment for maybe some past choices. Letting that all go, right? Really starting to love yourself. Loving who you see in your reflection. We are going to read more on that at the end, okay? And we'll see how these 2 cards over here tie with your reading. So let's dive in, Leo. Again, these readings are general, so please check out the description box below for private reading offers. And like, share, and subscribe. All the support is needed. Thank you. All right, Leo. Let's dive in here. This is 78 Elemental deck I just got. It's beautiful, beautiful, shiny cards, huh? Calling out into the ether for soul guidance for my Leo viewers for June 2020. Let's connect to the highest potential for you in the immediacy of now, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Calling on our guides to be here with us, all high vibrational beings, to assist us in this reading. Seeking the truth and nothing but the truth. Wheel of Fortune, beautiful. Destiny awaits. Destiny awaits. Seeking the truth and nothing but the truth for my Leo viewers, allowing them to see what it is that they need to see at this time, Spirit. All right, let's cut the deck. Bottom of the deck, 5 of water. So some sort of loss, grieving. I think this is where that forgiveness card comes in, because, you know, usually when there is forgiveness surrounding any situation, it's because of some loss, right? Needing to get over that pain, that bitterness, that resentment, like I spoke of earlier. You know, but there is this period of grieving, and that's okay. You know, we have to sit with our emotions and be okay with that. Like I said, we're only human. We grieve. We have emotions, right? That's what makes us human. And though that can be very conflicting and sometimes very frustrating, it's how we learn, right? We learn how to love through karmic lessons and relationships. And when I see that Wheel of Fortune, I definitely feel like there has been some karma learned here. It's upright, which is beautiful for me because I know that things are moving in a direction, right? There is a timeline here, potentially around the holidays. Things might be lightening up for you. But within that time frame, okay, allow yourself to forgive. That's a huge theme for you. Getting over this loss, this sadness, okay? Not looking back at your spilt cups. And look what's underneath that, the Sun card. Beautiful. Knowing that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Having a lot of self-love. This is self, the Sun, first house. Okay, underneath that, Queen of Fire. Here you are on all your glory, male or female. Okay, just know with tarot that just because you're a man and you're watching this, you can still represent the Queen of Fire. Okay, but just know that you're in your element here. Once you get over this hurt, process it, I should say. It's not about getting over it, it's about processing it, understanding what it taught you, the karmic lessons that you've learned, and you're in that process right now, especially with Venus retrograde and the 5 other planets that are retrograde. We're processing, and we might not even know we're processing. We're doing it subconsciously, right? Things are really being like driven at us. Sometimes might feel a bit much, but just know that it's for your evolution. But once you see that and illuminate all of that and understand that, those aspects of yourself, what led you to this moment, right, in time, you step back into your Queen of Fire energy, confident, sexy, motivated, right, connected to spirit. Wand is very spiritual energy, invigorating, lust for life, right? All that yummy fire Leo energy. But yes, destiny awaits. Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning in your favor, behind the scenes even, right? Destiny card here. There is some defeat, some sense of betrayal. This is a picture of a woman here. She's defeated, right? It's a pretty gruesome scene. 10 swords in her like aura, I look at it as. Energy vampires, you know, being attacked verbally, thoughts, your mind with sword energy. 10 is a completion though here. And it's falling under the hero card, so I'm seeing like you need to be your own hero through this hurt, this pain, releasing these swords, no longer feeling burdened, attacked by your thoughts is what I'm getting here. Being content with who you see in the mirror and standing up for yourself and knowing, you know, I've been through this. I might have not made the best choices or stood in my integrity, but I want to do that. I'm ready to illuminate all of that and shine the light where the darkness is and become my fiery Queen of Wands self again, right? And under that, gain control, Emperor energy, right? Gain control again in a time where you felt so defeated and lost, and at a loss, maybe a lot of anger, like I said, coming out of this energy. I'm going to read about this 10 of Swords for you here, Leo. So, 10 of Air. With this deck here, each artist has their own depiction of the card, and it ties with the artistry. So let's read a bit, okay? On the field of battle, a woman lies, pierced by many swords. Her battle is over. But even as she lies defeated, fireflies gather around her to bring hope in the darkness. Life has been tough for you, has got you on your knees, unable to see an end to the hardship that has taken such a toll on you, mentally and spiritually. But there's hope coming. This has been your darkest point. And now the tide is turning, bringing light and warmth. Better days that will restore your faith. It may not appear all at once, rising like the sun each morning, making things brighter each time it does. So again, that's sun energy. Every day you wake up, setting your intentions, right? Understanding that this is a process. Okay? I'm sensing the holiday time. There's going to be a lot of healing around that period for you. Or maybe there's something fond memory during the holidays, okay? That might bring some sense of closure, understanding, like I said. But yes, there is this stagnant energy here with Hangman. It's not a bad thing to be stuck in this Hangman position. It's all for our spiritual evolution and growth. I look at it as a cocoon phase where someone is kind of just sitting within, going within. It's a lot like the Hermit energy, but unlike the Hermit card, this is more about a sacrifice that needs to be made, letting go of something that no longer serves you, coming out of this Hangman energy with a better perspective, being enlightened, right? So you might be in this period, or there might be a Pisces of significance around you that is in this hangman position, and it's kind of a moment of silence, a moment of retreat, I'm getting. You know, healing from all these 10 swords. We have air energy here as well, sword energy. We have the page of air in reverse here. The sword of truth, right? Pages are youthful energy. This could be just a simple text, communication, opening up a new offer around communication. It's in reverse, so I'm seeing that there is some sense of silence. This could be this is also my social media card, so kind of spying, investigating, researching. Maybe you or the other are doing that at this time. This page of air, let's see, what's this page of air for you about? A young angel reaches out with his sword. He is ready to act, making a decision to act for what is right, to be the light in the darkness, to bring fairness to an unfair, corrupted world, no matter what it takes. The time to reach for opportunity is now, before it disappears like a leaf on the breeze. The longer you wait, the more you plan, the greater the chance that these ideas will fade before you can act on them. You can never be completely prepared. So do your best, then act. So yeah, with it in reverse, I think that you're not necessarily ready to act. You know, the hangman is right next to it, so you're kind of in that cocoon phase, still healing, learning how to forgive, getting over this loss, right? Illuminating all aspects of self with the sun card here, allowing yourself to be happy again after some sense of loss and grieving. But that truth will come to you, okay? I do sense that there's truth that's going to be revealed, especially around the holiday season. Action, more action around that time, okay? But you're in a thought bubble right now. The thought card here. So we're going to read on this 4 of water energy here, the man in the mirror. Loving who you see, my dear Leos. The way I'm seeing this tied with friendships right now is maybe there was a loss of a friend. You're learning how to get over this pain through friends, you know, maybe sharing your thoughts with friends, finding your community, being able to bounce ideas off of other people, being a hero. Maybe there's a hero within your friend group that's really helping you right now, but just being your own hero or being a hero to others, your networks. Leos are, you know, leaders in that sense. So I sense this is you here, the hero card. So let's see here. We have the 4 of water. 4 of water is about confidence, awareness, self-acceptance, forgiving. Wow. Of course, forgiveness is huge for you in June, okay? You're deserving of love, okay? You're receptive. The equal exchange, right? You are beautiful. Be aware of your weaknesses, but focus on your strengths. Mistakes are an opportunity to learn. Like I said, looking at yourself in the mirror and understanding that you have your flaws, you have made mistakes, and that's okay. You're forgiving all aspects of self, right? When it was in reverse, it's saying you are worthy and deserving of all that you dream of, Leo, okay? But remember, so is everyone else, okay? So you are deserving of everything you'd ever want, but so is everyone else here. What if your joy comes at an expense of another person? Can you stand tall and proud and have respect for yourself if your happiness carries the price of another's person's heartbreak or failure? Can you take genuine delight in your circumstances? Unintentional actions that cause hurt are one thing and can be forgiven. But what are the emotional consequences of an act done with awareness and intent? So if you're doing things very fully aware that it's not in your integrity, right? Not living in your integrity, manipulation, maybe this is talking about someone around you. Just know that that's not going to lead you down the correct timeline. You're going to end up learning that karmic lesson again. You're going to jump on that karmic wheel, right? And you're going to revisit that whole lesson all over again. So trying to learn the lesson, right? Forgiving all of it and moving forward and understanding both parties in the given situation. Knowing that everyone's worthy of joy, right? Not controlling the given situation here. Forgiveness is such a big theme for you. So we're going to move on to this thought card here. The thought card, and this will tie up your beautiful reading. My cat is wanting to say hello to you, Leo. The kitty cat says hello. Thought, reality, power, attention, focus. I think, therefore I am. The simple statement expressed by Rene Descartes is a founding principle of Western philosophy. It means if one questions one's existence, the very act of doubting and then questioning is proof that one does indeed exist. So this is a deep state of contemplation for you. Don't rush your thinking. Thought is energy. So even if you're just in a thinking bubble, as I'd like to put it for you, hashing out your emotions, letting go, forgiving, know that this is still energy and it is moving towards healing and getting these swords out of your energy field. Just thinking is enough energy to heal, right? Thinking in the power of the mind is very powerful and potent, right? So allowing yourself to flow, energy flows where attention goes, right? Be conscious, be mindful of the universal law of attraction. Be realistic, right? Instead of optimistic or pessimistic. That will allow for forgiveness in your life, dear Leo. If you'd like more clarity on your reading, I urge you to get a private reading with me. And this is your June 2020 reading. I am, again, very honored to give you these messages, and I hope you are well. See you soon.